Hello everyone and welcome to my channel update for May 2017. A lot has happened this month and I want to tell you guys all about it. One of the biggest things for me is that I moved. I moved to my new city in the second week of April, I believe it was. And so by now I'm all settled in the new place and started to get back into the flow of things in regards to my channel. Starting to bring back some of my original content like build videos and mod reviews and stuff, as I'm sure you've probably noticed already. It's been really nice getting back to things like that, although I have to admit that I still don't have all the time I need to produce that sort of content regularly, so you won't see mod reviews very often yet, since they are very time consuming to make. I will, however, be trying my very best to put out at least one build video a week on Mondays, and hopefully a minimum of at least one mod review per month, hopefully more often, but we'll have to see about that. With my husband not working a full-time job right now, I've been trying to pick up the slack, and so that's making my free time a lot more rare, because I'm a lot busier trying to provide for my family, and so it's making it a lot harder for me to produce regular videos. Other than my Let's Plays, which are super easy to make, so until our situation improves, I'm afraid it's going to be this way, but I will be doing the best I can to bring you guys frequent and interesting content. If you want to learn more about my current situation and how you can help out my channel, follow the link in the description to my most recent news update where I announce the launch of my Patreon page if you haven't seen it already. I don't really want to talk about all that again here. However, I would like to report on how the Patreon page is doing and to thank all of you who have decided to become patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Because of you, we've doubled the amount of income the channel currently makes per month, and that is a huge thing. I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast. We're still a ways off from the goal, but with your help, we'll get there. So, if you love my channel, excuse me, So if you love my channel and enjoy my content and don't want to see it go the way of the dodo, consider becoming a patron. Don't worry if you can't pledge a lot. You don't need to pledge a lot. Even $1 a month goes a long way if a lot of people do it. Several of you have already committed to $1 a month, and you guys are awesome! Thank you so much for your contributions. You will never know just how much you are appreciated. Alright. Enough of the shameless self-promotion, on to other things. Let's talk about channel content. Some things have been in the works that I haven't really talked to you guys about yet. I did hint at some of it in my last build video from last week, but now I want to get everything out in the open. There is some good news and some bad news. And I'll start with the bad news so we can end on a happy note, so please stick around to the end of this video so you can hear all my plans, because in order for me to get you to understand my bad news, I have to give you a bit of an explanation, which will probably be a bit rambly because I'm just like that, so I hope you can forgive me, but this is very important to me and I want to be honest with you guys and want to let you guys know what's going on. That is what these channel updates are for anyway, right? Okay, so this bad news is something I've been thinking about for a few weeks now, and actually struggling with because it's something I've never done before and something I never thought I would have to do, and that is to cancel one of my Let's Plays before it's finished. I know, that's not probably like, ooh, bad news. And before you start panicking, no, it's not Skyrim. I want and even need to cancel Mass Effect Andromeda. And I don't even really mean cancel, actually. I mean I need to put it on hold for a while. I don't know for how long, could be a while, but here's my reasons. Mass Effect Andromeda gets hardly any views. And actually, Mass Effect in general has suffered from this on my channel ever since Mass Effect 1. I have almost 16,000 subscribers, but my Andromeda videos get only about 80 views in the first 24 hours, and maybe 150 views in the first week. Frankly, that is outrageous. And in a way, it makes me feel like it's not even worth making those videos, you know? I could put something else in that slot that would catch way more views. But actually, when it comes down to it, it's not even about the views. If I'm enjoying myself, I don't care how many views a video is getting. I'm not I'm not making them for the views. I'm making them because I love what I'm doing, and that's the way it's always been for me since the beginning of this channel, and that hasn't changed. This is why I'm not also going to be postponing Horizon Zero Dawn. It doesn't get a whole lot more views than Andromeda, but it does get more, probably about twice as many in the same amount of time. But still, that's hardly any. But the difference there is that I really truly enjoy playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't say the same about Mass Effect Andromeda. And it's not because I don't like the game. I love the game. I think it's really fun to play. Or at least I did. But I haven't been enjoying myself for the last few weeks, and I'll tell you why. There are a couple different reasons. One is I haven't been able to immerse myself in the game as much as I'd like to, or even as much as I need to in order to enjoy it. My recording schedule is super tight. I record all my Let's Play videos on Fridays, one after another. This is the only day of the week I have the free time necessary. If you do the math, you'll discover that 6 videos in one day, 6 40 to 50 minute videos. If you do a little more math, you'll discover that would take me at least 6 hours to accomplish, although it often takes more like 7 or 8, since I like to cut out boring moments of travel when nothing happens, or I cut out crafting and buying and selling with merchants, stuff like that. So when I have moments like that in an episode, it means I spent more than 50 minutes recording it. Often I spent closer to 1 hour and 20 minutes on it. Well, I have maybe 4 or 5 hours to record those 6 videos each Friday, so I usually do pickup work late Friday nights or on Saturday, which is very hard to do since I don't live by myself. And getting everyone out of the house all at the same time and staying gone long enough for me to get my work done without interruptions is extremely difficult. Anyway, I don't mean to ramble on about my personal work schedule. I just wanted to paint a picture for you guys as to why I haven't been enjoying Mass Effect Andromeda. And here's the point I was leading up to. Since my recording time is so limited, I often don't have time to just sit and figure out the game. I haven't had time to figure out the leveling system all the way. I haven't been able to figure out the profiles and favorites or how to modify weapons. And don't even get me started on Apex missions or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And I found Andromeda's user interfaces unusually difficult to use and understand, you know, at least at first. My brain has always had trouble comprehending menus and interfaces very quickly. I'm not kidding, even menus in restaurants sometimes leave me baffled for a lot longer than you'd think is acceptable. I'm always the last one at the table to figure out what I want at a new restaurant, and most of the time it's because my brain can't process the information on the menu fast enough. Now, restaurant menus are generally pretty simple things, right? So imagine how difficult it is for me to process the information in a user interface like the one in Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm not even having this problem as much with Horizon Zero Dawn because I find that user interface to be a lot simpler and easier to grasp, so I really enjoy playing Horizon. Now, normally this little handicap of mine doesn't bother me, since I would be playing the game in my own time and at my own pace, and I would take the time necessary to figure it out. And once I figure it out, it doesn't bother me anymore. I can memorize where everything is and it becomes second nature to use it. But I can't play Mass Effect Andromeda at my own pace. I can't take the time necessary for me to really enjoy it. So what happens is, my character is level 20 and he hasn't even upgraded his weapons yet. And it's not because I'm unaware of the need to do it, it's just because I haven't had the time to do it. I just wanted to tell you guys this because lately I've been getting a lot of comments from my viewers, some not so friendly unfortunately, that imply I suck at that game because I don't seem to know how to do anything. Now, if you're one of those nice people who like to offer me tips and advice, don't fret, I'm not talking about you guys. I enjoy and welcome friendly tips. Some of them have been quite helpful to me. I'm talking about people who will leave unhelpful one-liners basically informing me of my stupidity. Now, I'm not the type of person who lets comments on YouTube get to me. Seriously, I couldn't care less about what some jerk on the internet thinks of me. Luckily, I get very few hateful or rude comments, and I usually just ignore them, if not delete them. However, lately, on my Mass Effect Andromeda videos, the rude comments have become a lot more regular. And for the first time, they are actually starting to bother me, not because I suddenly care what those people think of me, but because I can see that they aren't enjoying my Let's Play anymore. They see my lack of experience with the game, and it drives them nuts, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. It's gotten to the point where I don't enjoy reading the comments on my Mass Effect videos anymore. Sorry for this ramble, guys, and I hope I don't sound like I'm whining or complaining, because I don't mean to. All I'm trying to do is to honestly tell you guys how I feel, and I don't want you to think I'm blaming anyone for ruining Mass Effect for me. I am not in any way blaming anyone for my inability to learn the game. That is totally on me. And I don't blame you for being annoyed with how I've been playing it lately either. I'd be annoyed if I was watching someone play the way I've been playing. So no, it's not about you guys. I'm really grateful to those 150 viewers who stick with it each episode. I love you guys for putting up with me. Now, enough ramble. I want to tell you my plan for how to fix this problem and why I need to postpone Mass Effect for a while. So far, my Andromeda playthrough has been completely blind, meaning I haven't played the game before. What you see in the video is the very first time I've done it, thus my dilemma about not being able to learn the interface fast enough. So what I want to do is put Andromeda on hold for a while so that I can play the game on my own, at my own pace, get it figured out, let it become second nature, then I'll come back to where I left off with you guys and record episodes again. And I promise you it will be a whole lot more fun for everyone, but especially for me. And then I won't feel like my Andromeda Let's Play is a waste of time, because I'll be enjoying myself again, regardless of how many views it gets or doesn't get. So that's my plan for now. I'll be making Andromeda videos until I get to a good stopping point. I don't want to stop in the middle of a mission. And then it will be on hiatus for a while. I really can't tell you for how long. It just depends on how long it takes me to finish the game on my own. I really don't have a lot of free time to play games on my own these days. Plus it may depend on what else is happening with my channel by then. Which brings us to the good news I wanted to talk about, so here we go. The good news is that with Andromeda out of the way, that will free up 2 days in the week for other videos. And there have been a lot of people begging me for one thing in particular, and that is more Fallout 4. Seems like you guys still love that old game and want more of it. And of course, I did sort of promise you more when I ended my first Fallout 4 Let's Play. I promised I would do the DLCs, and I haven't forgotten about that. I want to bring Shane back for one last romp through the Wasteland. And I've had a long enough break from Fallout 4 that I actually am starting to miss it, and have been wishing I could play it again. But that's not all I want to do, and this is the most fun news that I have to share, at least for me. Because of my supporters on Patreon, I have been able to purchase Fallout 4 and all the DLC for my PC. I installed it just last week. I've got it configured for mods, I've got the Fallout 4 script extender installed and working, and while Shane is out having a grand old time in Far Harbor on the PS4, I'm going to be installing and testing mods on the PC and developing a brand new Fallout 4 Let's Play that will be heavily modded for a very specific kind of playthrough. In this new one, I will be going for hardcore survival, super immersive storytelling. I'll be playing a female character this time, and I'll play her default backstory as a lawyer / housewife and mother who has never fired a gun before and has no clue how to survive in the Wasteland. She'll have a character arc through the entire playthrough, which I've already figured out and written down, so she's not going to stay a wimp forever. But you'll get to enjoy a lot of running and screaming and panic at the beginning, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm actually really excited about this new Fallout 4 Let's Play. I've wanted to do a super hardcore survival playthrough for a long time now. I just didn't want to do it without mods to fix the horrible vanilla survival mode experience. I want it to be super hard, but at the same time I don't want to be punished for playing, you know? So I'm definitely going to be using a Save Anywhere mod. I absolutely need that for recording purposes, and just for plain simple immersion. Don't want my new character to be narcoleptic after all. Anyway, once I get that character and all the mods figured out, and once Shane is getting close to being done with his adventures, expect to see a Let's Play trailer on my channel. If you think I get heavy into the role-playing now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Anyway, I hope you guys are as excited as I am about my new plans. I'm actually really looking forward to the changes and to enjoying myself again. I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this down in the comments. And are you one of those 150 viewers of Mass Effect Andromeda? Will you be sad to see it on a break? Or do you think it's a good idea? And what do you think about Shane's return and about the new Fallout 4 Let's Play? Leave your comments down below and I'll see you down there. And again, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, the link is in the description below and also in the top right corner of my channel page. I also encourage you to follow me on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news about me and my channel, and the links for those are also in the description. I hope all you guys are having a good day. This is going to do it for this channel update, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember to play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye, guys.